Well, we've been featuring recipes all week that will go perfect with your upcoming parties for the big games ahead.
We have covered the finger food, we've covered the salsa, we've covered the drink. Today we cover the dessert. And Mary Borger of Seaford has joined us today to show us how to make Oreo truffles.
They're very, very delicious.
It just sounds so good.
Yes,
and I
it does.
know, I don't think, I was saying earlier, I don't think there is a man on the earth who doesn't like Oreos.
And I would agree.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start off, Mary, with the ingredients.
Well, what I use is a bag of double stuffed Oreos, or you can use peanut butter Oreos or mint Oreos, and you put those in the food processor. We're not going to do that because it's very, very loud. And then you take 3/4 of a block of cream cheese. Possibly you might need the whole thing, but you want to get it to the right consistency. And this is one we mixed up earlier. And as you can see, it's a nice sticky that you can turn, and then you can actually make it into balls. And then once you have these done, you place them on wax paper, and then you stick them in the freezer so they harden up just a little bit.
Okay. And then the other is the chocolate
Then
chip.
we have the dipping, and actually I usually start this first because it takes a while for this to melt. You can melt it in the microwave, but you want to be careful with that because you can overcook your chocolate and stuff like that. So I just have a makeshift double boiler. I have a pan with another pan on top, make sure the water doesn't touch the bottom. And you can use chocolate chips, you can use mint chips if you're doing mint ones, or you can use the candy coating, which actually is a little bit harder. So
well, I'm going to go ahead and try to dip some of these. These are already been in the freezer. These are peanut butter, you said?
These
Or
are
should I dip? No, they have to be in the freezer.
You got to freeze it first.
Okay, you just drop it in there.
drop it in.
And then kind of swirl it around a little bit. And then pull it out, right?
Right.
I can eat it now?
Jimmy.
Just trying to help.
Oops. It's not as neat as yours, but
I like to use salad forks because they're they're wider and shorter. Some people use skewers or toothpicks.
Tongs,
many different things. The key is the wax paper though, so they don't stick.
Okay.
And if you are using chocolate chips, I like to add maybe a tablespoon or 2 of shortening. It's not in the recipe, it's not always needed, but it'll help it keep it from pooling as much at the bottom, and it also makes it a little bit thinner.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so you also suggest that we can use white chocolate.
Yes.
And
you can decorate it. You can add food coloring to it if you want to make it your favorite team's colors, or you can decorate the top. And actually what we have here is a little bit of green, and actually these are green mint chocolate chips, or mint chips that we have. And behind me here,
really? You got some more over here, hadn't you?
we're going to decorate.
These we made.
You got that magic of TV thing going on.
These are mint Oreos that we made earlier.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Okay. So any particular way here, or just
nope, just drizzle it.
Use my artistic. Because
shake it a lot.
You know, I did Lisa's name on a cake last week.
Last week, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of scary.
Now you were saying you can also use Nutter Butters, and we were talking before the show that you could make little footballs with the Nutter Butters because of the oblong size.
I love that.
Yeah.
You could do all kinds of things. You could also take the vanilla flavored cookies, and then you could add almond extract or peppermint extract and have any kind of flavor that you like.
Just let your imagination go wild. Now there are several ways you can get the shopping list and instructions on how to make this recipe. You can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland 21801. You can go online, delmarvalife.com, or give us a call, 443-880-9116. Make sure you let us know you want the recipe for Oreo truffles. How you doing there, Jim?
Well, I'm doing okay. Now, let me ask you something. Is this good to go, or do I need to stick it in the refrigerator and let it?
I would stick it back in the fridge for maybe 10 minutes.
Just let it harden up a little bit?
Let it harden up.
He just wants to know because he wants to know when it's time to taste.
You can go ahead and taste one, though.
Okay.
Here, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Not very good. You want to try another one
I think
just
I better,
in case?
just to make sure. You don't want to try this one.
All right. Jimmy, I'll just let you
do
eat
better
it.
than me.
Now here's a look at what's coming up on the news at first at 5 on Fox 21 and later on WBOC News at 6.